Remedies, and even more astrological remedies. Today I'm going to share some of my most powerful remedies, so stay tuned for that. Hello everybody, I'm Tina Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel and a very, very warm namaste. Aham Brahmasmi. I'm reminding you that my video for the February predictions has been out for a few days. So if you've missed it, make sure you watch it now so you know what February brings for you. I'll add a link to that video in my description box. Also, the video for the 2025 predictions based on the Vedic astrology has also been out for a while, and I know a lot of you have missed it. I'll add a link to that video as well in my description box. This video for remedies is so important, so make sure you share it with friends and family, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have subscribed, thank you so much. Today I'm going to share some of my favorite and most effective astrological remedies with you. Lots of my viewers have been requesting these, and finally I have found some time to make this video. So before I even actually start with the remedies, let's just understand what an astrological remedy really is, and do they really work. So an astrological remedy is a practice of or an activity that is used to mitigate the negative impact of the planetary influences in a person's life. Now, this is something that would be interpreted normally through your personal birth chart. So usually as an astrologer, I would suggest a very specific or customized remedy to a person when I'm reading their chart, if I feel that it would help them in a very positive way. So basically, a remedy that would work very well for one person may not really work well or not work at all for another person, because everyone has their own unique birth chart and planetary placements. So it's kind of sort of tricky to find remedies that work for everyone and result in positive outcomes for everyone that does them. However, there are some remedies that actually do work well for everybody. And most of these are related to behavioral adjustments or activating certain planetary combinations at certain times in your life. So there's how these remedies have been devised. This is how they've been devised. Every little detail of these remedies holds a specific meaning. So the remedies must be done exactly how it is being told to you to do. I have made a few remedy videos in the past, and even though I stress this exact point, lots of people still ask me if they can make substitutions or changes in how to perform the remedy to make it easy for them to do the remedy. So I'm requesting that please don't ask me if you can make changes in the remedy in some way so it suits you a little better. If you think that the remedy is too difficult or impossible for you to do, then just don't do that remedy. That just means that you need to deal with that particular karma that is creating that issue for you. Remedies are actually meant to be a little tough so that a person makes some effort to get relief from their difficulties. They're not supposed to be so easy, otherwise everybody would just do them every day. The second most important factor of doing any remedy is your own faith and conviction in that remedy, that it will work for you. Because that positive energy that you put into it, the faith that you put into it, also acts like the energy of manifestation for you. So it tends to increase the chances of any remedy working for you. So mark my words, if you have any doubts while you're doing that remedy, no remedy will work. It's better to not even waste your time doing it if you doubt that the remedy will have any positive impact or any impact on you. And lastly, just remember that no remedy can on this earth by any astrologer can actually change your destiny. A remedy can make things better or it can improve a situation, but it cannot give you something that was not promised by your birth chart. As an example, if someone was not destined to have children per your birth chart, no remedy can change that. But if someone's destiny per the birth chart is that they can have children or they will have children, but that person is experiencing delays and obstructions, then doing a remedy may indicate a solution to that problem, and they maybe overcome the challenges that they're having in order to have a child. So that's how a remedy works. So your birth chart is still important, and no remedy can overcome something that the birth chart doesn't hold the possibility of doing. So if someone's birth chart says that there's no marriage in that for that person, then no remedy in the world by any astrologer can make somebody get married. So that's how remedies work. So just understand the concept of a remedy. I want to make sure you understand the concept of a remedy before I start suggesting these remedies. These remedies are extremely powerful. I only suggest remedies that have been tried and tested by several people, clients, family members, and a lot of these remedies have been actually tested by myself. So I don't waste time myself or others just for views, just to give you remedies. No, there's a lot of astrologers out there that are giving garbage remedies, just, but I will never do that. Okay, so stay tuned for some of these remedies. So speaking of obstructions, bad luck, and delays, here's remedy number 1. It's a very powerful remedy that has been tested and tried by several people, including myself. So if you have been experiencing an overall phase where nothing is working out for you and your financial situation or condition is also not doing well, then this first remedy for the improvement of your financial condition and career situation, especially if it seems things are stuck and nothing good is happening, then this remedy is for you. Very powerful. Listen to it very carefully. Do it exactly like I tell you to do. So all you need to do, it's called the lock remedy. So it's also very easy, very inexpensive to do. So you will need to buy a small lock with a key on Thursday. You can buy it from anywhere, just buy it from a store. Make sure that when you purchase it, you don't test the lock by opening the key and closing the key. So just buy it and keep it as it is. Don't play with it or do anything with it. In fact, if it's in the box, just leave it in the box. Don't remove it or do anything to it. Make sure there's a lock with a key. Then on Thursday night, you purchased it on Thursday. So on Thursday night, before you go to bed, hold the lock and key in your hand. Just think of your specific issue and ask the divine to help you out. Then place the lock and key together. If it's in a box, then in the box, under your pillow, and just go to sleep. The next day on Friday, you are going to remove the lock and key from your pillow and take them to a temple or a religious place of your belief, doesn't matter where you go, and leave both the lock and key together somewhere in the temple or religious place that you went to. The best place to leave them would be where lots of people would be able to see or spot them, because what you want is for someone to pick it up and take it with them. As soon as someone or anyone takes them and puts the key in the lock and clicks it, that's when things will start changing for you. So this is the reason you don't want to be clicking the lock and key, but you want someone else to click it for the first time on a brand new lock. That's why don't play with the lock when you get it. Now, I want to clarify that nothing bad will happen to the person that takes the lock or clicks it. I'm never going to suggest a remedy that could possibly harm anyone. So you're leaving it on Friday because the day lord for Friday is Venus, and Venus rules money, finance, and relationships as well. So that's when you're going to do it. Just new lock on Thursday, keep it under your pillow, sleep with it, and then leave it at a religious place, temple, or anywhere else. On Friday, don't mess or play with the lock. Nobody else in the house can mess or play with the lock. Okay? Perfect remedy. It's been done several times, and I've seen people do it with magical results. So try that with full faith. Now, the same remedy, the lock remedy, can be used by those people that are experiencing some delays or obstructions in real estate matters. So if there were real estate deals that were done previously, but keep getting stuck or delayed, or some obstruction keeps coming up, then you can do this remedy. Just make some changes. The changes that you make would be that you purchase the lock on Monday and then leave it at the temple on Tuesday. So not the Thursday, Friday, but you're going to do it the Monday, Tuesday. And also you would leave a full unbroken coconut with it, with the lock and key on Tuesday. Not a green fresh coconut, but the one that has the dry brown shell on it. So this is the change that you will make if you have real estate issues. Now, the other very important tip I do have for people that are experiencing real estate related obstructions, especially related to house construction, house renovation, is that during the period that you have real estate deal in the works or construction going on in your home or whatever, somewhere that you are managing, do not ever purchase footwear of any kind, because the minute you do, the obstruction or delay will occur immediately after the purchase of the footwear. Now, the reason for that is real estate is ruled by Mars and footwear is ruled by Saturn. Both are sworn enemies, conflicting energies. So they create a conflicting energy. So while you have activated the Mars energy because of that real estate deal or the construction of real estate, you have activated Mars energy in your life. But when you purchase footwear, you're activating the Saturn in your life, and that immediately creates the obstruction or delay in the Mars energy. So even though it sounds kind of weird and you almost don't want to believe it, I've seen it happen thousands of times, hundreds of times with my clients. And if you don't believe it, you could probably test it and see if that happens with you. But definitely refrain from purchasing footwear if you have any real estate deals that are pending or going on, or you have some construction work that you are doing either at a new house or at the existing house. The other tip I can give you is to never ever wear black on Fridays. Black is the color of Saturn and it represents obstacles and delays. Friday, I already mentioned, is the day for Venus, which is finance. So that could be causing you lots of financial problems as well. Wearing white on Fridays, as well as some perfume on Fridays, is very beneficial for making Venus positive in your life. Now I'm going to give you a remedy that you can do for getting a positive outcome in any important activity or task that you're going to do. This is for important things. So this could definitely apply if you're going for a job interview or going to negotiate a contract with someone, or you're leaving the house for some very, very important work. So now this remedy I personally have been doing for many years myself, and it has very positive outcomes, but this is the first time I'm actually sharing it with anybody else. So here you go, I'm sharing it with you. It's very simple. All you have to do is that before you leave the house or start the activity, you should do some cleaning in the house. You can clean an area in the house. You can do it up to an hour before the activity or before you leave the house, but not too much before that. Now, I certainly don't mean that you have to clean the whole entire house, but an area that requires a little cleaning. For example, you could wash the dirty dishes in the kitchen and tidy up the kitchen, or you could vacuum the bathroom area and wipe the sink or tidy up the kids' toys or one area of the house. Just remember that we are trying to activate Rahu for you, or the North Node, by cleaning up the area. So this is definitely something I do all the time. If I'm going out for something very important, I might vacuum the bathroom, clean up the sink in the bathroom because I've been, getting ready for it. Then I do that. So I know it's tedious and it's kind of bothersome, but I myself have seen the major difference in how the results or the outcome of that activity that you're doing. When I was professional working in corporate America, then when it was important, something that I had to do or go out for something, I would definitely do that remedy, and it works like a charm. So it sounds kind of tedious and like you don't want to do that, but I would definitely leave some time in order to do this remedy. It works like a charm. So trust me, you can try it. The next few things I'm going to tell you are more behavioral changes and less remedies, but they're more behavioral changes. And these need to be incorporated in your daily life. So you stabilize your financial situation for the rest of your life. You don't go through so much up and down because you're really activating Venus in your chart for the rest of your life if you just keep doing them every day or you do them regularly as time goes by. Now just understand that Pisces is the zodiac where Venus is exalted. So Venus represents our financial condition and situation. So we are doing everything to make sure that we improve the condition of Venus in our life. Some of the other representations of Venus are water, our bed, our feet, the color white, roses, flowery perfumes, sweet and white colored foods, and of course diamonds. So the first habit is to make sure that you make your bed as soon as you get up. Make sure that the bed sheets are always clean and fresh. Make sure that all the beds in the home are always looking nice and clean. Leaving any of the beds in your home messy, unmade, unclean will eventually mean high expenses and very unstable finances over time. Lots of people think that it's unimportant. It's very important to your financial situation. The second habit is to wash your feet at night before you go to bed or bring dirty feet to your bed. You really don't want to take dirty and unclean feet to bed at night. This is especially applicable in the summer when we're wearing open sandals and our feet tend to get more dirty and dusty. It's always a good idea to keep your feet well maintained and clean. People that have foot issues usually also have financial or relationship issues such as high unmanageable expenses, unstable finances, and unstable relationships as well. So take very, very good care of your feet. If you notice, all the rich people have gorgeous, clean, well-maintained, pedicured feet. Not because they have money, but because they tend to take care of their feet. There's a lot of people that I know that are not even rich, but they tend to take care of their feet. And so that's why they probably have a financial situation that's very stable. Their expenses are well managed. So this is something very important. Like I said, Pisces is the last zodiac of the horoscope, so it does represent our feet. The condition of our feet is something that tells you something about the financial condition of a person, also the condition of their relationships as well. So make sure that if you can't afford a pedicure, you really don't have to. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying make sure your feet are always clean. You take care of them. They're well groomed. Your nails are clipped, and they look nice. Let's just say that. And if you can afford to get them done, then you can just do them yourself. But the condition of your feet will always determine your financial condition. And now my last remedy for relationships. Now I gave out this remedy a couple of years ago on one of my monthly prediction videos, and I got lots of positive responses in my comments. So for my new viewers, here it is again. I was given this by my guru, so I can't take the credit for it at all, but I've obviously seen that it works very well. It's for love relationships that are not working out well. What you can do is write down the name of your partner on a piece of paper, and then on another separate piece of paper, you write down your own name. Then you put the pieces of paper together with the names facing each other, and you just fold them together. Put these folded pieces of paper in a small bottle of honey. The amount of honey in the bottle does not matter as long as the paper pieces are completely immersed in the honey. That's enough. That's enough of honey. You don't have to have a giant bottle of honey. You can put this bottle in a safe place where no one would move it or touch it. Now, it should be hidden. I think it should be hidden. My suggestion is the southwest area of your home is the best place, or your room, southwest area. Or even your sacred space, such as your home, altar, or a small prayer area where you do your prayers or meditation. You can put that there as well. If you don't have any of these areas, you can even put it safely in a closet, in the southwest area of a closet. The southwest area represents relationships, so you can put that there. Do it with full faith. And while you're putting these, two pieces of paper with your name and your partner's name in it, imagine good things. ask the universe to bless you as a couple. Ask the universe to bless your love, and then put these two together and put it in a bottle of honey. This is such a simple remedy, but it works miraculously. And now my final remedy for today. Now this is an extremely powerful and effective one. I have given it to some of my clients in the past, and it has worked really well. This was also given to me by my guru. It is to be used when you are being troubled by a very bad boss, or at work, or negativity by coworkers. It can also be used when there are challenging situations between the in-laws and yourself. Now this remedy will make the situation better between the both of you, between whoever you're having the problem with and yourself. It's certainly not going to harm the other person, so understand that clearly. So for this, you will need two things: any kind of strong, white, thick thread. Don't use stitching thread, that's too weak and thin. My suggestion would be to use either thick embroidery thread, or you can use some kind of white cord. And you could use or double or triple it so it becomes strong and thick. The other item you're going to need is a small lead round ball. I understand that these are easily available in India. They are called sisa. Lead in Hindi is called sisa. Not mirror, that's shisha, but sisa. So it's sisa balls, lead balls. Now I'm in the US, so I use the lead balls that are used in fishing. Actually, I got them very easily at the local Walmart in their fishing department. So you need to make a necklace of the white string and the lead ball and wear it daily until the problem is solved. So just make it kind of like a long necklace so it can stay hidden inside your clothes. Don't wear it so people can see it. It's okay to remove it at night prior to bedtime and then wear it during the day. So I'm just going to show you, because I have one that I have made for a client and they were done with it, so they actually returned it to me, which they shouldn't have. So the lead balls are they're called drop shots or sinkers. They're used as sinkers in fishing, and they're made of lead, and they look like this. They have a very nice looking hook on the top, which you can use use for a pendant, I guess. And this is the thread that I had made for her. It's just white embroidery thread, and so this is what I had made. Okay, I know this is kind of like a confusing remedy, so I actually had one, thankfully, to show to you. And so this is what you need to make. So I made it kind of long, and then she wore it, and then things got better, and then she returned it to me because she's local. So this is what you need to make. Now, the reason we're making this out of lead and this thread is the lead represents Rahu and the white thread represents Venus. So this is a Venus-Rahu combination that you're wearing. When relationships go bad, then it's usually obviously Venus that's gone bad. So wearing this is activating both of those planets, so you overcome. So the Rahu overcomes the negativity in the relationship. It fights that. And so this is why we're wearing these two together. That's the reason for that. So definitely try it. Like I said, it wasn't very hard to get this even in the US. So I know a lot of people will go, where do I get a lead ball from? So that's why I'm already telling you where to get the lead ball from. Definitely give it a try. It's worked for a lot of people. Obviously, she's given it back to me because it helped her a lot. So definitely give it a try. That's it for today. I hope these remedies give you relief from the challenges that you are experiencing. Good luck, and I will see you on my next video. Goodbye for now.